1-2 Switch is a game which many people thought should have been bundled with the Nintendo Switch when it was first announced, and after spending some time with the game with the family, I can safely say those people were right. As you'd expect, 1-2 is a showcase for Nintendo's new console, a way to show off all the features of the Joy-Cons, and it does so fantastically. In all, there's a mix of 28 minigames, which are open up after spending time with a selection of around 5, the purpose of which is to get you used to the various ways in which you'll play. Once the game does open up, you're met with a few ways to play. First up is Shuffle Play, which works as it sounds, picking a game at random for you and your opponent to take part in. The other option is Team Battle, which is a 30-minute game for 2 to 20 players. Here everyone splits into teams of 2, taking turns to play against each other via a game randomly chosen by the spin of a numbered wheel. The winner of each match gets a spin on the wheel, which allows each team to move forward to the end goal, unless the wheel lands on the death symbol, at which point the other team gets a chance to spin. Team Battle is definitely the way to go if there's a group of people in the house, as it's quite fun to play together with a goal in mind. The main issue here, as with most of the games, is that while some of the games are pretty outstanding fun, others just don't really impress all that much. Games which my children seem to be drawn to again and again include boxing, which is as simple as it sounds, and also samurai training, which is one person swing down with their sword and the other have to clap and catch it between their hands. Mistime this and you'll lose, get it right and you'll switch sides, with this continuing until someone wins. Other games everyone seems to be drawn to include Runway, which was a favourite with my daughter and her friend, and also sword fighting, quick draw and telephone, the latter of which is much like quick draw, but instead of shooting you need to be the first to answer a ringing telephone. There's a few others which I could consider half decent too, such as table tennis and baseball, but as with any compilation, there's plenty you'll avoid. Safecracker is probably one of the most frustrating experiences for me, having you turn the controller until you feel the rumble change, at which point you have to hit the button to move on until someone is successful. The problem is that in all the time we've played, no one ever seemed to even get past the first stage. Other games meanwhile are thrown in for the sake of it, shaking and passing a pop bottle until it explodes, seeing who can milk a cow the fastest, or even the solo experience of holding an IR camera up to your mouth to see how many sandwiches you can eat. All feels a bit pointless really. There are many other games which I've not mentioned, ranging from being a wizard and trying to outcast each other to Gorilla and Baby, the latter of which is just odd, and many more too, some of which are fun and others which aren't. Much like Wii Sports did for the Wii, all the games do a decent job of showing off the various features of the console, even if you will end up avoiding 3/4 of them. There is fun to be had in 1-2 Switch, of that there's no doubt, but there's no way it's an experience worth the money Nintendo is currently charging for it. 1-2 should have been bundled with the console, and no doubt will be at some point in the future once sales start to dry up. Perhaps the reason it wasn't bundled is because it was one more game to add to an otherwise sparse launch lineup, because it's hard to think of any other reason Nintendo would think 1-2 Switch was worthy of being sold separately. Like I say, there is fun to be had here, so it's not a complete waste of your money if you do decide to splash out. However, it's likely you'll soon be trading this one in for something better, or leaving it on the shelf to come out on the days when you want to showcase the Switch to friends.